always remind myself that make love. Okay. So many things to talk about, especially that today. Where I am in Madoc, going for my hand therapy appointment. My hand still not doing well. That's okay, it's better, but I have to leave 20 kilos before going back to my field duties. But why would I want to go back to my field duties? Why would I want to go back to my full duties? I will be stupid, silly, because I know you can make it. And that's not that too as well. I would love to be with this woman I love so much. But anyway, getting organized. Okay, there is something who is quite... it has been very, very challenging for me in the last 35 years. Is this gap we have between my culture, the French culture, and the Australian culture. And I say that because it has been I have a huge how can I say? It has been very much misunderstood by many of the people I've been with. I've got some exception. The people who are foreigners seems to understand much better about who we are, because they can relate to each other. We can relate to each other, being a foreigner. After 35 years in this country, the gap is enormous. It's just like we are so different, so different. Not better, very different. And my previous relationship I have with men and women, I am a straight guy, but I mean, the day-to-day life and the relationship with the girls, failed. I can't say fail because there is too much differences. Unless you want to try to exploit my culture. There is this woman I am deeply in love with. Who needs to travel and to see the world just to try to understand why being like that is not good for anybody. When I say being good for anybody, meaning it's not good for her. Australia is there is everything here. Everything. You don't need to travel. You got everything. You got the snow if you want to. You can stay within the country, and people are so limited with the way they think. And many people say, "Oh yes, I've been traveling. They've been traveling to Bali for a week. Come on, please give me a break." It is so difficult for them to understand the way we are. And yet, what is amazing is this country is made from people who come from overseas. There is a lot of racism in Australia, I have to say that. But you live here, so you have to accept. You have to accept what it is, but you have to remain who you are. I think it's very, very important. So going back to what I was saying about this culture, was so different. This woman I love, I am desperately trying to encourage her to travel and to come with me to France, so she can understand that. And you can push so much somebody, and eventually they break. When I say they break, yes, they can break. Yes, for sure. And she did break, actually, to the point where it has been very unpleasant, I have to say. Then I am suffering. There is no doubt about it. To me, I have to accept that I've done something wrong too, as well. But the intention is there. The intention is to try to you are, darling, you are wrong about me. Please try to have this open mind. And I think until she goes there, she will not understand that. She will not understand that. But you have to go there, and probably the best way would be to live there as well, so she could understand all the difficulties we have as a foreigner here. There is a lot of difficulties for a foreigner. Quite often, I say things that it means completely the opposite to the people. One of the things too, mom and dad, for me, mom and dad, they will share everything. When I say sharing everything, my mom or my dad wouldn't ask each other, hey darling, I am going there, can I do that? They just do that. They just don't have to worry about these things. It's just a simple way of being. If my dad wanted to buy a car, he would just go and buy a car. That's it, done. He wouldn't ask my mom, which car, what do you think, darling, da 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 da. I mean, it will tell us, but it's just like, oh, well, let's go and make decision together if you want to. But I mean, at the end of it, okay, do whatever you want. And okay, that's probably not the. It's probably getting away from what I was trying to say. I will encourage everybody, the people who are in this relationship where there is two foreigners, it will probably work better together in Australia. The people who are with an Australian person this Australian person will need to be into that country, whoever the other person is from, to try to understand. I think people are scared because it's the unknown, and one of the I would say the breakdown within my relationship with this woman. I mean, I was married before too as well. Was because of that. It is a huge effect, a huge part of it. I'm not saying just that, but it is an enormous part of it. And one of the reasons I do not want to give up with this woman is because of that. You have to give that a chance, and then you will know. I will be able to move forward from here. But until that point, it's impossible to do. I've been trying for the last 6 or 7 months. 6 months. First of all, I had to understand what was wrong, what went wrong. Very difficult to do. I wouldn't advise anybody to do that, because you have to be so honest with yourself. It's difficult to become very honest with yourself. I have to say, I have managed to do that, and I found some amazing things about me who was not right. So that was good, but adding to that, I discover as I went through, but discover by not because of my feelings, because of the facts, that there was a major problem with this woman. But I knew that. I knew, but you do not want to accept it, or you do not want to comprehend it, or you do not want to do anything, because there is so much you can do to somebody. There is so much you can say to somebody. Some people don't want to hear, and right now that person do not want to hear. And my intention is so good. It is extremely good. When you care so much for somebody, you have to tell them. You have to tell them. I have listened, I don't know how many broadcasts. I try to educate myself about lots of different things, in particular the relationship with people. Being a foreigner to a foreign country, how can it work? I mean, I don't know how many broadcasts I've listened, and everybody seems to say the same thing. But to me, what everybody say, it's not relevant. I tell you why it's not relevant, because we are so individual. Therefore, you cannot, you can take whatever information you have or you have received, and maybe just exploit that relationship, exploit that whatever people said. But you are so individual. So why would you take it for granted? You can't. You just can't. You just can't. Everybody says to me, "Oh, let it go, let go, let go, let go." For what? Why would I let go? Why would I let go? They don't know me. They don't know the whole things. So because I was told to do this, I should do that? No, 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 no. I know. Everybody. The science behind a woman brain, it's quite complex, and you have to understand the psychology behind that. And I do. Until you're convinced, you shouldn't let go. You should not let go. Let go. I think that's a problem with most people today, is we let go too easy. We want too much. We don't want to give enough. We take too much. We just lost the meaning of everything. Going back to the meaning, we have to start to understand. When I first met that woman, I wanted to care. I wanted to show that wow, she is so special. It's so simple to do. So why now we should just walk away from that? The simplicity sometimes is the best. We try to complicate things so often. So for what? Because we're told. Because we don't know who we are. You have to learn who you are. The only way you need to learn who you are is to challenge yourself. That's all. That's all. To challenge yourself. So it is extremely challenging for me today, after such it has been 7 months. To accept what I do not want to accept. Yes, I don't want to accept she's gone. I do not want to accept that. And I know she's not gone. That's it. And I will arrive to a point where talking with people around me, they get so sick of me. They say, "Al, I am sick of you. I don't want to hear about you anymore. I do not want you to come here and you not listening what I am about to tell you about your relationship with this girl. You have to move on." And I said, "Man, I'm sorry. I'm just I'm trying to express my feeling. You want to listen. You are kind. Thank you. But then you're sick of me. Why is that? Why is that? So therefore, if you're sick of me, I've got to walk away from you and just do my own things. Yes, I will do that. Or what I do is, when I go and see my friends, I don't talk about that. That could work too. It does work, to a point. I am very, very honest with myself, very honest with people, transparent, nothing to hide. I've never hide anything from anybody. I mean, it's just today you can just go anything you want, boom, and you will know what's happening with this person. And it's okay. We are not perfect. So I am not perfect either. What you do not want to do is you do not want to, if you have done something which is not correct, you don't want to do it again. Or if you do it again, you make sure that it was the right things to do. I am struggling. I'm really, really, really struggling with this woman. Really struggling. I know she's got lots of issues. I know that. But maybe I have issue too. I think we give up too quickly. You know, when somebody just what I don't accept is I don't accept to be told what I don't want to do. I think nobody does. I accept the wrong. Yes, for sure. I have to accept the wrong. But what is your wrong? If you believe whatever you want to believe, nobody should stop you. And if somebody want to stop you, stay away from them. Stay away from them. You can be nice, polite, respectful, that's fine. But stay away from them. I am very isolated today. Isolated because I just trust myself. I know. I just do know. Despite whatever I read, and I read a lot of things, remember what you read too as well is most of the time is the average two people. I don't consider myself as an average person, so therefore I shouldn't listen. I'm not saying it's wrong or right, I'm just saying no, I am special. Like she is special, this woman. She's extremely special. She needs so much attention all the time. And it's so good to have, to me I find it so amazing. Somebody wants so much attention, craving attention. I think it's fascinating. It's so sexy, it's so exciting, it's so, it's very appealing to me. Because by nature, I am a giver. I want to give. I like giving. I like to receive as well. Of course I want to take. You need to take. But you need to take for our own benefits. I mean, her and me. Not just me or just her, but just together. That's the idea behind it. So, listen, it is a very, I have no doubt, it's very challenging for me. I put this woman in court. The reason I put her in court, well, I say I put her in court, that isn't correct actually. She put herself in court. It's not me actually. I didn't do anything wrong. I know that. So, but it's not because you haven't done anything wrong that you are right. I agree with that. After all this time, analyzing and trying to go in front of a mirror and say, hey, look at yourself. What's wrong with you? What did you do wrong? What did you do so wrong? You will find eventually some amazing things where you were wrong. And you just have to deal with it. Okay, well, I'm wrong about that. Okay, what can I do? It doesn't mean you've got to walk away. If you like somebody so much, you should not walk away. You have to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and you will know. And I know. I cannot let go. Not for now. Cannot let go. And mind you, when somebody go and see somebody else, when she's apparently with somebody else, so, okay, well, I have to accept that and say, oh, that's very good actually. It's very good. It is very good for her to be with somebody else. Of course it is very good. It's not very good for her. It's very good for me. I won't discuss about that now. But it is very good for me. I agree with that. What I am worried is just, and that's a big thing for me too. When I am very, very worried is just her getting used and abused, and that's the hardest part for me for her to be with somebody. In the state she is in today, people will take advantage of her, for sure. And that's my biggest worry. Because when you have a low self-esteem about yourself, you will take, well, I'm not saying anything, but you will not be picky, you know. You will not be picky. You will take whatever you need at the time. It is very, very, very challenging for me to accept, and I'm trying to protect her. I want to protect her, and going back to this, she put herself in court. It's because I want to grab her attention. That's all. It was impossible to talk to her. I said, well, I have to find something. I have to be creative. I mean, you end up in court to say to somebody how much you love them. The court are going to laugh at you. And they are laughing at us, by the way. They have been laughing at us. So they have asked us to be a bit more aware that it's about financial. To me, there is nothing to do with finance when you love somebody. There is money everywhere, everywhere. You've got to grab it, that's all. So simple. It's not easy, I agree with that, but you have to grab it. You have to be focused. You have to focus. But going back to that level, I am trying to get her attention for her to speak to me. And guess what? She doesn't want to speak to me. At all. At all. In her point, oh my God, I'll put me in court, therefore, all this bad stuff. But no, it's not correct. So listen, I will see if it does work or not. It hasn't worked so far. It took me 7 months to be able to see her. Mind blowing. But I think what people don't, and what she doesn't, and what people don't understand, and she doesn't understand. When you go to the legal way, you have no choice. You will have eventually to face that person. And I think she's starting to realize these things. Oh my God, I have to face that person. She doesn't care. It doesn't matter. But she has to face me eventually. So it's a good thing at the end of it. Is it the right things? Of course not. Of course not. But the message has got to go across. Hey, darling, I care. I really care. You are so wrong about me. So to come back to whatever I start and whatever it is right now, a few things to remember. If you want something, if you really, really want something, it is crucial. If you really want something, you just go for it. There is no rules. There is no rules in the world, and we have so many rules, we comply with so many rules. It is only your rule. My rule today, our rules today is to go back with her. That's it, that's my rules. Whatever it takes. Can I succeed? I don't care if I don't succeed or not. It's not, I don't have to think about this. My rules is I have to go back to her, with her. When I say going back, I've never left, but just to be with her again, to show her that maybe our differences are actually pretty good. That's it. So simple. So very important to do. And you have to stay motivated. The motivation every day. You need to be motivated every day. That's terrible. It's a very, very, very difficult thing to do. To be motivated every day. Okay. Let's go. Oh, I have to go with her in France. I have to take her to France. I've been trying. I've been trying. We have to go together in France. That's the only way. I think that will be the real you know, this it will be the opening or the closing of two people. I think she's very courageous. So I think I know she can. Maybe my message is wrong, but I can do whatever only I can do. Okay, lots of things in this video. I'm trying to show who I am, that's all. Just a normal person, a normal Frenchman. He is bleeding so deeply right now. I mean, my heart is just you wouldn't believe how much I cry every day. But it's good, it's very good, it's very good. It's so good. I don't want to keep stress in my body. And crying helps me to release that stress. Remember, I want to live forever. If I want to live forever, I have got to look after myself. Do whatever you want to do. All the time. As long as you really know what is there. If you know what is there, there is nothing who can stop you. Okay, let's go. Oh my God, 24 minutes. Are you serious? Woohoo!